Hi. You know what? Screw you instead of how are you. I'm not. Yeah. Everybody on this earth has bad times, bad moments, and I'm not an exception. I tried to tell people that every chance I get. That surprise, I'm just like everyone else. I'm not special. Every one of us has emotions, and cats are about to have a bad day too if they don't leave me alone. So I decided I'm not playing Triggered Flames no more. There are things that I do not understand in this world. And some people have opinions about things, and usually those people have no actual argument, no experience. They don't know anything. They're like little superstitious cave people who discovered fire, and instead of learning how to make the fire, they like guard it with their lives, right? They don't. They go with this, that, that's this and that. It's like you don't know. Shut up. Doesn't matter what you say to people, they're stupid. People like that are just, they don't want to know nothing more than I don't have to. They don't want to know nothing more. They don't want it, they don't want to. So, so, I decided after dealing with an irrational human being, I decided I'm done dealing with an irrational human being. Right? Don't burn bridges, don't slam doors shut, right? But I'm not going to be abused for free. All right? There's now a toll booth on that bridge for that person, and there is a offering plate at the door for that person, and I might open it and I might lift the bridge, right? I might let him cross, but it's going to have to be a big damn offering. That's a true story because you're not going to abuse me. You're not going to flip my emotions left and right because you read too many articles about how it's supposed to be, and you watch too many videos on YouTube about what it's supposed to be, and you have an unhealthy obsession about how it's supposed to be and how that's supposed to work, and you don't know how to just ride the ride, man. You don't know how to just ride the ride. So Kurt's time in Twin Flames has come to an exciting conclusion. I'm not playing the game with you anymore. No. No means no. I'm not doing it with you anymore. Mm-mm. I'm not doing it with you anymore. As much as I want to sit here and tell the whole world all about how I feel and you made me feel and and your problems, I show you mercy. I won't humiliate you and I won't embarrass you and I won't drag you through the mud no matter how much I want to. So, Lord, if this is the journey you gave me, I cannot accept it. I can't accept it anymore. I cannot do it anymore. That is my limits. I'm sorry for my shortcomings. To you, Carmen, we will not speak again, because I said the end. And when I say the end, that means it's over. So best of luck to you. And I wish nothing but the best for you. The world sees me talking about these things like chakras and twin flames and all kinds of things, and they say, that's not in the book, that's not in the Bible, that's not scriptural. Shut up. Shut up. I watch that crowd lie to themselves perpetually. They get up and they go to work every day of their life, and they say, I'm serving God. You cope. You cope. Could you imagine this? Their whole concept of a religion is founded on God made you, put you here. Your main objective in life is to accept God as God and then die and return to God. Guys, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Are you calling God a moron? You're saying, God, you sure are an inefficient idiot to send me away from you. What were you having, God? It's like they're saying something psychological, right? It's like they're saying that God one day had a crisis, that no one loved him or something. So he made us forget where we came from, put us on earth, created us, whatever, in hopes that we would say, I love you, God, and then die and return to God. That is their concept and idea. It's not so amusing whenever someone says it like that, is it? It's downright foolish. I have nothing against the ones, the apostles and the original disciples and Paul. I have nothing against them in the least bit. They did their best. But Jesus said it multiple times. They didn't understand. Y'all don't understand me. You won't get it. You're not learning. The only thing they could fathom is the body. They couldn't understand spiritual things. They couldn't understand them. They didn't have enough time with Jesus. They had a few years with him, yeah. They didn't have enough time to study, and at some point it broke through. Not to mention, Jesus had to deal with organized religions who hated him. He could never settle down and start a synagogue or anything like that. He couldn't do any of that stuff because the man of his time was basically standing on top of him constantly. And so what does he do? Not him. What do? They go out into the world and they do their best. And they did it to the max. They became martyrs. They embraced it and accepted it. Damn near all of them. John, I believe, was exiled to an island, and he didn't get martyred. I don't believe. Whatever. They did their best. But the people who kept coming after that, y'all don't y'all don't even like practice the things Jesus was teaching. You might can recite scripture. You might can recite what he did and where he lived and everything about it. You have a left-brained analytical approach to spiritual concepts and ideas. You turn the creative side off. It's not there. It's not allowed in that religion. You're not allowed to be creative in that religion in any way that someone says, hold on a second, this isn't allowed. And my God, have you seen these people? They're grown men and grown women who are supposed to be mature. And they act like 3-year-olds having a knee-jerk reaction. They're acting like that about things, and you're an adult. You're an adult. You're supposed to be mature. You're not supposed to act like an immature child. You can't have a creative thought in Christianity without them becoming Pharisees and Sadducees. Just can't do it. You know, I'm sure some people watch this and say, how's he talk about spells and chakras and magic, and then he just talks about Jesus so much? There was a time when those groups of people who practiced that were the most accepting of other people. And what the Christianity group swears they try to live by love and accept everybody, sadly they fall short as a whole. And they're afraid. What are they afraid of? Well, what is to be afraid if God walks with you, right? Think about that. Think about that. You got God. He's supposed to be in charge of everything. Everybody, it's supposed to be all his will and all his plan, and he's all powerful, right? Then why are you afraid of anything? So why would you be afraid to go explore spirituality a little bit if God's always with you? And then on top of that, if God forgives everything you do, and he helps you, and he's always right there. If you don't believe those ideas, why are you saying them? If you don't believe them enough to put them to the test, you don't really believe them. You know, I had somebody in the comments on one video, like, it's like a lot of these guys think they're doing like something good. They wait until somebody's at their lowest point, and then it's like they swoop in like vultures trying to grab you and get you to come hang out with them and join their club. And it's like, you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't swoop in like a vulture, because then you're just like, you're not showing sympathy and empathy and mercy in that way, and compassion to somebody, because you're more concerned in getting them to come hang out with you in your club. It becomes about you, and it don't become about you being there for someone. Someone in the comments, and I guess I was right, because they ran away. They're no longer here watching these videos. And, you know, I can be pretty sharp-tongued. I can be pretty direct and to the point. And in a culture, in a society like we have nowadays, everybody wants you to tiptoe around the bush about what you're saying. And it doesn't matter what it is. They want you to tiptoe around it. And, you know, and I just don't want to do that anymore. There's no reason that the most spiritual book on this earth, like the Bible, should be taught, like, literally. Ew. There's no reason. You guys don't understand. The Bible was written in a way to protect the knowledge in it. It was kept to like the ruling classes, right? They understood what they were reading. The masses, they didn't have the training. It's kind of like there's secret teachings to every religion. There's secret teachings to every group. And then there's what you teach the regular disciples. And then there's what you teach, what you showed, basically like public relations stuff, what you show to the public. It's in all of them. know, there's just, it's just, I find church to be the most boring place on the earth. It's like they have the most esoteric, spiritual, powerful book, all of history, at their disposal. And it's like they're kids with it. They don't know what they're reading. They don't know. They don't know. They want to keep coming to the pew, put the dollar in the collection plate, keep business as usual. The world will be on fire all around you, and business as usual. It's like I've lost, and there's a lot of churches on this planet. I'm sure people stuck around longer than I did in some of them and tried to inflict some positive change and some good change to them. My nervous system's gone, guys. I used to be up there, stand up, and ready to take on the world, ready to fight for change, ready to do all the things. I was there at the front in whatever I believed in. I can't do it no more because my nervous system is shot to hell and back. I get into a fight, I'm gonna, I don't know, man, this body lucky it can still stand up and walk around after the things I've been in. Next time I have to fight for something, it's gonna have to be something important. Twin flame is gone. I sent her away on my own. And I ended the journey. I don't want it no more. I'm not gonna do this no more. Things I feel on the inside. I'll tell y'all a story. I'm gonna tell you not a story. I'm gonna tell you some trivial things. I'm gonna disown a cat. Hey, shut it. Quit hollering at me. Hold on. You are not coming back in tonight. This is the end of your time in the house tonight. Good grief, the cat knows when I'm doing something and it wants my attention as I'm doing it. Any other time, never does nothing. I'm going to tell y'all something, though. I don't really have anything worth saying. I think I've said it all. I'm not playing Twin Flame. I'm not playing Monadic Flame. I'm not playing We Was Twins and shit. I'm not doing it with you anymore. That ship has sailed. You sailed it on your own because you couldn't just go with the flow and ride the ride. Shut up. I was doing fine before you appeared. I'm gonna do fine after you disappeared. That breaks my heart whenever I think that Christianity could be a very spiritual spirit. Think about this, guys. This is the religion of faith, of signs and wonders and miracles. What did they do to it? They butchered it. Ooh. They don't want prophets and oracles. They don't want signs and wonders. They won't like the world's religion, right? Because they won't, I can still go to work and I can still participate in society and I don't have to do nothing. And every effort, and it's like they bring the world into it, right? They bring the world into it. And it's not about being separate, it's just about, it's supposed to be holy. It's supposed to be about holiness and sacredness and things like that go into it. What do we, I wouldn't step foot in a modern church. What does that say? Great, one less person cursing in the pews. They just only thing I can think in times like these when I don't feel great is all I can think to say is I trust you, Lord. And right now I hurt. And what's new these days, right? Emotions are powerful, guys. Emotions are very, very, very powerful. I learned a great deal with mine on something important. When a woman's on her period and she's feeling these emotions, offer her a pat or something. Tell her that you understand. Do something nice. I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm not hanging out with the twin flames. I done left all them groups. I haven't really talked about twin flames in a while now, it seems. I just is it real? From my experience, it's very real. But here's the thing. I'm not going to keep letting you stomp on my heart and throw it away. I'm not going to keep on doing this because you're indoctrinated by an incomplete, unthought out, ill-advised and ill-philosophized school of thought. I'm not going to do it. Can't help that, like, you had 20 years of your life with somebody, and what you tell me about them, you treat me ill. You gonna treat me illy because of that. You don't respect me as a man. That's where I draw the line. Guys, I learned something early on, and I know it's a fact because it's experience too. After learning it, I put it to the test, and I know it works. Women think that they want, like, the poetry guy. They think they want the sweet guy, the nice guy. True, it's not that they want an asshole or anything. That's not what I'm about to hit. They want a strong man, right? Is that fair? Strong men don't really write poetry. They want a man. They want to see a man be able to beat his chest, right? Jump up and down, and that's what they want to see. Or they don't respect you. I don't like it any more than a lot of people like it because I want to be sensitive and nice and the poetry writing guy. But fortunately, women they don't like that. They want a strong person, right? What a flawed shithole this is. I'm not of the school of thought that says that we're just souls, we pop in, we got to learn a lesson, or I'm like, well, we got into bodies, we want to do something, right? We can't do over there. I mean, a soul don't have sexual organs, right? A soul can't drink whiskey. A soul can't play a guitar. A soul can't do all the things that we can do here. So it needs a body to experience those things. And you know, men speak as men. I mean, like men, like typically like feminine sounding women, right? They like you ain't got to be perfect supermodel, but it's about presence. If you're going to be in that kind of relationship, you know, everybody likes what they like, right? I played the hand I was dealt, played the hand I was given. I played it as well as I could. But I'm not going to play it no more. Because I'm out of cards and I'm out of patience and I'm not going to do it anymore, Lord. The ball's in your court now, God. And I apologize. But this is my limit. Have a good night.